Welcome everyone to Week 9 coverage from the 12th man in Seattle. I am joined here today by Shadow. Big Shadow, say hi.
Hi.
And this is going to be another good one. Seattle won it last time. They are a 2-loss team, but San Francisco 1 loss, only loss being to Seattle. This really could have implications on who wins the West, really.
Yeah, I expect another really good one like last.
Yeah, I'm expecting another instant classic. As I say that, possible technical difficulty, but looks like we're moving through it. Zach Moss in the backfield. Watch out for Tim Patrick on the outside if it's a throw. Will not be. He's going to hand it off to Moss, who's going to get stuffed for no gain. It was Armstead. And after one play, Seattle already going to be wasting their first time out.
Maybe it was an accidental.
And it didn't look to be the original play call there, but
What's the play clock after you, right?
San Francisco pitching the line. Russell Wilson drops back. Gonna dump it off to the tight end, who's gonna gain about 3. So 3rd and 7 after 2 plays that didn't really amount to much.
You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
3rd and 7 now, definite passing down.
Your offense has to keep pace.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Wilson in the gun. Duke Johnson, the running back.
Now it's Wilson.
Drops back. Got plenty of time. Hit as he throws, though, and it's going to find his man for the first down.
Barely got.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And he had to put the brakes on to make that catch, but a lot more time than he really probably should have had.
Yeah, his offensive tackles did him some favors on that.
Yeah, Greg Little on the left side, working wonders. And Duke Johnson gonna get the run this time. Not much, gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Also, I just realized that you've got a sim this week.
Yeah, unfortunately, I face a little bro, and it is actually a really important game.
Yeah. And the give here, that looks like Zach Moss, who's going to gain 8. Rumbles his way up for a first down. Moss has had a pretty good rookie season.
Yeah, you can tell he's been doing his absolute best to give him the.
Yeah.
First and 10 at the 46.
And Wilson going to turn around and give it to Chris Carson, who's going to gain about 6. And the San Francisco defense that everyone talks about as being really good, showing some kinks in the armor.
Yeah, they really have to tighten up on these run plays if they're going to shut down the Seattle offense like they hope.
Yeah. What playbook does he use? Seattle?
Sorry, your audio's cutting out a little bit.
What playbook does Seattle use?
I can go check what he.
And play action here. Looking for his man deep. I believe that was Parker. It was either Parker or Patrick. I couldn't tell who it was, but it's a touchdown. It was Devontae Parker. It was Devontae Parker deep down the right side, and Seattle's going to strike first. The question is, can he hit an extra point? Remember last time that they faced, he was not that good at hitting these extra points. This one is up and through.
Yes, he is running the Texans off.
The Texans have full house? I didn't know that.
I've never used it before, but
me neither, but I didn't know that the Texans had full house. Oh, looked like he had a seam there to take that one all the way, but he's going to make it all the way to the 40. And San Francisco with excellent field position to start this drive.
Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Jimmy G coming out in the eye.
Seattle defense showing blitz.
Lowe makes adjustments at the line. Drops back, looking for a man deep, and he's going to find him. It's Marquise Goodwin who's going to get down all the way to the 11-yard line. San Francisco striking early.
Great throw by Garoppolo with a blitzer in it.
Yeah. And one man that this defense is going to really be missing, Frank Clark. He's
That's a big loss.
out with an injury, so now Seattle's edge rush just got a lot weaker. 49ers going to give to Breida, and he's just going to run into a wall. Only going to get a yard there, so 2nd and 9. After a really good first play, the second play goes about nowhere. 2nd and 9 again coming out in the eye. San Francisco loves to call these heavier sets. Looking for the tight end, Kittle, and he's into the end zone. Quick touchdown and quick response there from the 49ers. Are you there, Shadow? Shadow? Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Go.
What happened?
I was taking a sip of water when you threw the touchdown.
Oh. How dare you take a drink of water?
It was bad timing. Sorry, guys.
I apologize. Can make an apology video now. You can make an apology video for anything on YouTube now.
Make an apology video for making an apology video.
Yeah.
Apology section.
I'm sorry that I fed my dog the wrong food. First down now for Seattle now. Russell Wilson in the empty set. And gonna check this one down. And, oh no, we talked about this earlier that Russell Wilson wasn't having a good, he was out last year, and once again he's going to be having to take an injury timeout.
You can bet that the Seahawks user is freaking out right now.
Yeah, he is feeling some type of way now. Boykin drops back, and or actually that was fine. And try the QB sneak, and loss of yards. Looks like he's still thinking about the. I'm sorry, I love your brother. What he just put in general. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Danger. 3rd and 3. Coming out in a heavy pistol. And gonna turn around and give it to Zach Moss. He's gonna find his way up for a first down. I'm sorry, I can't keep my composure. Russell Wilson is going to be out with a lower back sprain.
Pull it together, man.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
You can bet there's a big sigh of relief knowing it's only a back strain now.
He will be out for the remainder of the game, though. So, Seattle going to have to go the next 4 quarters on the backup quarterback. And going to turn it around again to Zach Moss. Expect to see that a lot today, but that one's going to go about nowhere.
Yeah, personally, I was surprised he went all in on Zach Moss.
Yeah,
I figured Penny would be the lead back this season.
Went with him in the first round, too. I thought he would be a guy that would probably be there around round 3, 4. Could probably focus on something else, but...
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I guess.
Oh. Fine's gonna find an opening and run for about 6 yards.
Nathan's gonna come in chat. Somebody say fine.
Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. They're going to look to throw.
Drops back, and he's gonna drop a dime into the I believe that was the running back there.
Yeah, Duke Johnson.
Duke, yep, that was Duke Johnson. Whew. Sorry, I'm still recovering from your bro. Oh, man, that was funny. I'm 5 wide now for Seattle. Duke Johnson as the fifth receiver. Fine, drops back again. And San Francisco looking to adapt now, putting Solomon Thomas in on the can't think of the name, the QB spy. And they're gonna have to throw that one away.
Yo.
In the middle of a play.
Yo.
My BFGO match did not show. So
Oh, well,
I'm here.
you missed it. Russell Wilson is out for the game.
Oh, I saw that because I was watching the stream while I was waiting for him to show up.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Danger. I put the GIF in the YouTube chat too.
You were both on the
Ooh,
same
and
wavelength.
the outside. Big gain of about 9 yards.
And just shy of that first down marker. Oh, man.
Good, thank God that the Seahawks have this good offensive line and running game, or else they would be screwed now that Wilson's down. He really fixed those tackle positions.
Yeah, Greg Little last year, I forget who he took this past.
Greg Little was 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago, I'm sorry.
First.
Greg Little 2 years ago, and I forget who he got last year.
Moss was good, making a man miss.
Oh, and he not able to get into the end zone, but going to get his way all the way to about the, I believe that's more of the 6.5. He's credited with the 7.
Is your stream behind ours, Frank?
Were you asking me that?
No, Brainiac.
Me, just slightly, but that's because I'm streaming. I'm almost always going to be behind. Don't worry about it. It's like a split second.
Okay, it's not too bad this time then.
Nah.
He finds the drag, and is he in? Ah, just short.
Nah, just short. And if this is Russell Wilson, I think that you're definitely considering a QB sneak here.
No, it's not Wilson. So
it is.
You're probably.
It is not Russell Wilson. You probably.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter how mobile it is for a QB sneak.
I mean, true.
Draw would be Russell Wilson, but he has that D-line pinched, so probably not a good idea to do. I'm not sure why he has his play
Keep an eye on
called. This is not-
Tyler Lockett in the slot. I thought he got rid of him.
That was a weird play call.
Woo, that should have been going the other way, too.
That's like play action to take a shot down the field, not, you know, on the 1 yard line.
I could see maybe just a regular rollout, but
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
so fancy.
With like some crossers, but
Yeah.
those were all like deeper routes and
See,
deep cross.
I could see like a play action power 0. Have your fullback go out into the flat. Both your tight ends going deep down the backside. But that, like,
Well, it's not gonna matter.
Good blocking.
yeah,
Finds the end zone. Oh, sorry, that was Chris Carson.
that was Chris Carson, actually.
Is Zach Moss more of an elusive back?
I believe so.
Probably why I kept Carson around. Carson's a nice bruising power runner.
Yeah. And would like to point out one more thing. Wasn't Tyler Lockett supposed to be traded?
Was he?
Yes.
Same question I was under.
Yes, but it was a deadline trade, if I'm not mistaken. So it should have been done at advance, and it's too late to do that now. So
We'll discuss that with them after the game's over.
yeah.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into
Speaking of advance, I forgot to put a mess.
Yes, you did. I noticed that because I was like, wait a second, we're not week 8 anymore. Had to change the
You
stream.
didn't notice anything Flames or stuff.
Yeah. Jimmy G, 2 running backs in the backfield. And this one's going to go to, I believe that's Breida. I didn't memorize numbers. It is Matt Breida. Gaining 2.
Probably Wagner on the stop there.
Hey, he's about the only good tackler. Well, I say good tackler. He's about the only guy that can really put fear into this offense that's left with Frank Clark being injured now.
Yeah, this secondary is not like this defense is not the same as it used to be.
No.
I don't think there's any of the. I don't think he kept anyone other than Bobby Wagner on the defense.
Well,
And
yeah.
Frank Clark too.
Frank
yeah.
Clark, who just got injured.
But that secondary, no one similar because he dumped Earl Thomas in the first season.
Shaquem?
Is Shaquem still on the team?
I think
He's
so.
like an average level corner, so I don't know if he survived the purge.
No, the linebacker Shaquem, not Shaquille.
Oh,
Shaquille did not survive. Shaquem, I believe, did.
Shaquille was traded last
Yeah,
season.
Shaquille was traded this season.
This season?
I'm not. That doesn't seem like a. Ooh, Breida right up the middle. Great
Big gain. We were coming into this game thinking that Garoppolo versus Wilson was going to be a good good game. Apparently, it's turning into Breida versus Moss.
With appearances from Duke.
Yeah, with a couple appearances from Johnson and Carson.
He can do some dangerous things. Oh, whoa, jeez, that's probably 6 right there.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
touchdown. What happened?
Well, I believe that was Jerry Jeudy on the reception. It was the Alabama man, Jerry Jeudy, in for the score.
Where was the corner or the linebacker that was supposed to cover there? That was a zone. That was a zone blitz.
Yeah. I
Neither
believe
of those guys had anyone within like a mile of them.
Yeah, you're not going to get an easier throw than that. I believe the guy over the middle. Well, the guy over the middle was the end. That was the big problem, and then the guy covering the edge was on the flats. Just a completely busted coverage. Zone blitzes, especially if you give them time like that, they just don't work out. And flag here for face mask. Apparently.
Yeah, without an elite pass rush, you can't really do zone blitzes.
No.
That's why the Browns do them so well. That's like 30% of his defensive play calls is zone blitzes because Myles Garrett is a friggin' beast.
Yeah. I called him a lot season 1. I haven't done a ton of it just because I can rush 4 and get to you. So, well.
Yeah. I prefer man blitzes mainly because I have trade A and well, I have I have an elite secondary pretty much.
Yeah.
So
my secondary's not bad, but not
Poyer,
great.
David White, and,
It's like better than
who's the
average,
second-
but not.
Yeah. Who's my second corner that I drafted? I should remember his name.
I'm blanking, but as we say that, Fine's going to find his fullback, who's going to get, I believe that was a gain of 9 in a first.
Mhm.
It was. Better watch out with this this new quarterback. I believe Latham's going to be wanting him. I'll just wait to let that one sink in. I got to give credit to Shadow on that one. He gave me the idea for that joke.
Ooh,
And was that Armstead? That was Thomas. I thought that was Armstead. Jeez, it looked like he just didn't even get touched by Greg Little.
Yeah, that was.
Even
the best tackles get worked sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
And
Moss
give here goes to
Harry.
Zach Moss.
Getting a 5. Not sure I agree with that play call because you're still in 3rd and long.
Yeah, but it was 2nd and long, so I'm not completely against it.
Well, if Wilson was in the game, I don't see how you could. But
Yeah. I think with Russell Wilson in, you probably want to
watch Patrick on the deep post there.
Yeah.
Or if it's a blitz, watch nah, never mind, it's not a blitz, ignore me.
Actually. And that's going to be close.
You got the
first down. Got the first, just barely.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old.
Also, if he had a couple more seconds, Zach Moss looked like he was getting open on that wheel route.
Yeah, that's what I was going to comment about the wheel route. Because like if it was a blitz, that he wouldn't have been covered, but
yeah,
you got the first either way. Hands it to the fullback? Was that? Yeah.
That was Janovich.
Janovich or Janovich?
I can't remember if it's Janovich or Janovich. I've been saying Janovich this entire time, but Ruben Foster stops him for a 3-yard gain. It didn't really look like it was the right. I mean, it wasn't a right or wrong read on the triple option, but
safest.
I would just call 4 verts right here if I'm Seattle, but I don't know if he's gonna audible it.
Yeah,
Boom,
and yeah, same.
Uh-oh.
This isn't just me, is it?
It's not.
Yeah,
we have all frozen. We are experiencing technical difficulties in Seattle. I don't believe that they have gotten kicked out because we would see it on the stream. The stream itself just froze.
1 second, I'm gonna ask him what's up.
And there was a network error, so
God dang it.
oh, my dog's wanting out, so actually it's a good time.
I think the stream's back up.
See,
Game's paused right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're back up. They're back up. The game did not crash. It was
Okay,
just a...
Just technical difficulty on the stream. All right.
Yes.
And
We are all
coverage.
good. You
Coverage is now
refresh.
back. Coverage is now back. Yeah.
In the meantime, till it's resumed, look at Jimmy Garoppolo's statistics.
Ah.
Oh, geez, 100% completion percentage.
Yeah, Jimmy G has been having a field day.
That
117,
slant, that
117
went all
yards,
the way
but
to
it
the-
was, I believe, on only about 3 or 4 passes.
Yeah, I think half those yards can't, and one of the TDs comes off that slant that
Yeah, there was
wasn't
a-
like a busted coverage.
There was I think it was 30 or 40 yards on the slant, and then there was 50 to start the game. Plus the 20-yard Greg Little catch. So I believe that was
Oh,
everything. And I believe he's resetting his stream entirely. Because we
I see.
didn't say that it... Well, because we didn't say that it was good.
Whoops.
Whoopsie doodles. Meantime, let me get that off my screen.
And we are back, I think. Just refresh again.
Yeah. Waiting for it to load. Oh. Black screen, let me full refresh.
All right, we should be set.
There we go, now we're set. Didn't mean to do that. We're gonna do one more refresh because I got a weird black bars. And we still got black bars, so I think, I don't know. Just gonna have to deal with it.
I think I got him too, so that's on his end.
Yeah. I think it's just the pause menu because we got into the game and now we're good.
Oh. Madden being stupid, as per usual.
I don't see any black bars on the stream.
Yeah, not anymore.
I believe the problem fixed itself.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 10 now.
Ooh, I like this play call.
Yeah.
Ooh, good cutback. The edge really
too
tackled it.
Yeah, Armstead really set the edge well there, but Zach Moss did a good job of cutting back up the middle.
If he doesn't set the edge there, that's probably a first down, because there was no one past him.
Yeah, without a doubt, the linebackers were all backpedaling into coverage.
Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be
Ooh,
3rd and 6.
pinching that line.
Yeah, Fine in the Mason Fine in the eye.
Interesting play call here.
Yeah, I've never seen this play before.
Especially on 3rd and 6.
That's probably.
That's a hold, and that's going nowhere. Holding actually on the rookie running back, Zach Moss. Obviously, that's going to be declined, so the field goal team is going to come on. And got to reiterate that the kicking game in this with these two last time was absolutely atrocious.
And I believe you just demonstrated the reverse announcer jinx right there.
Also, would like to point out that we have back-to-back broken rules right there. Seattle on 3rd and 6 calling a play action, and San Francisco using a kick blocker.
3rd and 6 in that situation, I don't know if I have an issue with. It's more like calling play action with deep crossers on 3rd and 13 on your own side of the field.
Yeah,
That's the big issue in me for me.
it is still a bit of a gray area for me. McKinnon
like,
here
as
gonna
long
get the
as
ball.
it's egregious, it's fine in my book.
Yeah,
Oh, wow, that was McKinnon's first run of the day.
McKinnon's first run, and he's gonna go 19. Also, are both these running backs from Georgia Southern? McKinnon and Breida?
Go to Georgia?
Huh?
I don't know.
Georgia Southern.
Did McKinnon go to Georgia? I don't know.
McKinnon went to Georgia Southern.
Hello. Seattle saw that play action coming from a mile away.
Unfortunately, though, Seattle has another
Who recorded
injury.
the
Jones is down hurt. Is that one of his edge rushers?
No, it's an interior rusher.
CIRs, I see today.
If that was an edge rusher, that just adds insult to injury.
Yeah. I mean, Trent Murphy's on the market. He's looking for somebody.
I mean, he can't be anymore.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Because
the
deadline.
Kind of waited too long to shop guys, but
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I offered him Taco, and he said no. Though he did want.
Good.
He's better than the injured guys he's got. Ooh, dangerous throw there.
Oh, good news for Seattle there.
Yeah, just a muscle cramp.
Did he decline to bring him back into the game?
I think so.
Yeah, if you bring them back and they have, I think it's medium or high re-injury, they generally play with lowered ratings in some.
I'm pretty sure the game just reinserts them eventually anyways.
Yeah, he brings him in whenever it's healthy. And Breida gonna try to bounce that one outside. Loses a yard on that one.
Spence on the tackle.
Yeah.
Good block shot there.
I do want to point out, though Seattle declined taking Taco, they did decide that they wanted to take Jordan Lewis off my hands. So got a new nickel corner. All right, I'm not sure if he's playing him at 1 or 2.
I believe 2. I'm not sure. I don't think he's good enough to be a number 1, so I hope he has that.
Yeah, he's not good enough to be number 1. He is good enough to be number 2. It's just that with my defense, he was playing slot corner, and I had Ballantyne, who I wanted to develop a little bit more, and I'd already benched him for Ballantyne.
Ooh.
Jimmy G, empty backfield.
Oh, he's got his tight end.
Looking for Kittle. Gonna be dropped.
Probably should have thrown a ball up there.
Not quite sure who that was that dropped it. That was Kelly.
Kelly.
Now Niners gonna have to settle for a field goal. These two teams are just kind of mirroring each other.
This isn't quite settling, in my opinion, though. It's a 57-yarder. And from the looks of it, he's got the wind against him, so I think he's thinking better of it. He is. I think that was just coming out, seeing the wind, because Madden.
Yeah, pick it out the back of the end zone here.
Yeah. I think he kicked it to the sideline.
Ooh, that backspin. Great punt. Backspin almost.
Probably should have returned that one.
Yeah.
As they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
So 1st and 10 now. One play before the 2-minute warning, so you can at least throw one pass without having to worry about time.
Yeah, this is kind of an ideal situation right here for Seattle.
You know, minus the fact that they're starting on their own at 8.
Well, yeah, besides that, but.
And on their own goal line, they're going to call play action. But my God,
Oh,
Marcus Fine has all day to throw it, and he's going to find his man deep down the field for a gain of 44.
36 yards.
I believe that was Tim Patrick, too.
Patrick, geez. That man is just...
No, that was Thomas. I'm sorry, that was Thomas. Big tight end.
Ah, yeah. How many yards does Patrick have? I don't think he's made any big catches yet, has he?
Tim Patrick is not. Devontae Parker caught the deep touchdown.
Yeah.
How many catches does Patrick have?
I don't think he has any.
Yeah. If this is a
Kind of
pass play,
having-
then I'd say watch for it, but
Zach Moss trying to get to the
Not-
edge, breaking tackles.
Half breaks
Looks
his
like he's
way. Looks like he's going to be just shy. No, they're going
Oh,
to give
he
him the
got it.
spot.
Difficult, but they've made it look effortless.
It looked like he went out just before or just at,
Move the ball with
and
relative ease.
they're going to give him the move. Duke Johnson now checks into the game. Watch Devontae Parker on the outside.
Great call.
All kind
Deep
of,
post might be there if the safety creeps over.
and
to
it all
help.
depends on the safety. He's got Patrick, but he doesn't have time. Gonna have to throw that one away.
If Russell Wilson's in the game, he can probably make that throw.
Yeah, but DeForest Buckner in your face is always gonna make that one a little bit harder.
True. It was more meaning like he'd be able to escape, buy himself time, and then be able to set his feet and make a throw, not like.
True. Not throw it
But
with
yet
the guy
again,
in his
Russell
face.
Wilson has made some truly ridiculous throws off his back foot before, so you never.
Yeah. So with that throw away, it's going to be 2nd and 10, and going to turn around and give it to Duke Johnson. Going to gain about a yard, if anything.
Good effort just to keep it there.
Yeah, that looked like that play was blown up all the way.
He just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, "Hey, these pants make me look fat."
So 3rd down and 9, going to go out 5 wide.
Watch Duke Johnson there up the slot. Or seam. Sorry, not slot.
Yeah.
Similar terms, you know. Oh, who's there? Ooh.
I was back. He's actually going to look for Tim Patrick, who's going to get the 1st down.
His first catch on the day for 14 yards, I believe.
Yeah. Actually, he
Oh,
ran his
second catch. My bad. He's got 2 catches for 29 yards on the day. Ooh, a single high safety with a stacked box. I don't know if I like this formation.
You
It's a
can get
really
that
Depending
bad
on the
play
play,
ball.
if they're going, if both receivers are going deep, then this play
Oh, why is
is
Seattle calling a run play? No.
oof.
Oh, come on, man. You got audible.
Gonna give it away to, gonna give that one up to, I believe that was to Zach Moss. He's gonna get the 1st. Well, not get the 1st,
Cover
but gonna
one.
get 5.
Oh,
Such a
Seattle,
missed
come
opportunity.
on.
Tim
Oh,
Patrick
pulling
on
the
an island
verts.
over there.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
that was
a great look for just
that was a
deep shot.
free touchdown if you have either Patrick, Parker, or both. Make him pick one.
They were both one-on-one on the outside.
Both one on
safety
one. The safety can
covered
only
one.
cover one. Like,
Watch Lockett here.
Yeah, Lockett's probably a touchdown if this is cover 2. Which it looks like it. He's there. He waited too long. He has to check
Yeah.
down. Ooh,
Ooh,
Tim Patrick makes a move. It's gonna be a 1st down. You see, this would be a perfect place to call a timeout if Seattle hadn't called a timeout on the 2nd play of the game. So 2nd and goal now from the 3.
Probably run 2 plays at least here, unless something disastrous happens, like a sack, which would be worst case scenario.
If San Francisco can somehow get this ball back, then they will be in perfect position because they do get the 2nd half kick.
Ooh, I think Parker ran the
Drop.
wrong route there.
Back.
Ooh, and
Nobody
he's gonna run.
open. Marcus Fine's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Seattle offense is not missing Russell Wilson all that much.
No. This does not look like the same team that Trayvon Boykin was having to run last year.
Marcus Fine making his case to be an NFL starter.
Yeah. The North Texas man.
What's his overall even?
I think 61.
Oh, jeez.
Either 61 or 67.
I
Somewhere.
want to die with my 66 overall Easton Stick as a backup.
last-minute instructions before they take over.
Can't imagine how hard it is for him to work with a 61.
You think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
Well, he's not really trying to force anything. He's doing a good job of just taking his little dinks and dumps, throwing to the guy that's got separation and not trying to force anything in there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they work this well up.
And they're going to get all the way up to the 46 and call a timeout. So don't call this a half just yet. We might have a Hail Mary call.
See if Jimmy G has some Garoppolo and God dang it! If Jimmy G has some Aaron Rodgers in him, of course Jimmy G has some Garoppolo in him.
Yeah. Get some Doug Flutie.
The Lord and Savior himself. Looks like he's just gonna go for the short completions. Had the stats a little.
Yeah. Mason Fine is a 61 overall.
Yeah, props to Seattle then.
83 throw power, 80. He does have 83 short accuracy. I would like to point that out. His mid,
really high for a 61.
His mid though is a 71 and his deep is a 62. So if you're wondering why he hasn't been trying those deep shots with Patrick and Parker, that might be why.
I still disagree with not taking a shot on that cover one call. Like
even if your quarterback misses by a mile.
Also, also the difference between Fine and Garoppolo, the difference between Fine and Wilson. Wilson has 87 speed, whereas Fine only has 78.
That's reasonably moldable for a quarterback. You can tell he gets tired a lot quicker than Wilson, though.
And Jimmy G gonna find his tight end and gain just about 4.
His tight end or his fullback?
It's his fullback, but he plays tight end, so I don't know which one he was playing.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Garoppolo drops back. Pass rush starting to get there, and that one's going to be intercepted.
Right.
Dante Hightower with the interception.
Since when is he on the Seahawks? Jeez.
Yeah, Carlos traded Dante Hightower this year.
Carlos has made a lot of interesting moves.
Yeah. Like stepping away from New England.
Boy, you know, giving me a big middle finger to me.
Huh?
Trades away Hightower.
Gave a big middle finger to you, how?
Did it not catch? He signed McCoy just to
yeah.
And then like he's not even the starter. The only time McCoy is starting is when he plays me.
I mean, I don't think you're missing him that much.
I mean, I kind of am actually, because now I don't have any good third down running backs. And that's
yeah, true. You don't really have a speed back.
Probably.
That's why I'm probably gonna pick up.
Gonna see that could fill the role though.
I got a feeling I know.
Carlos Hyde was gonna get cut. He's a decent receiving back, so I'm
Hyde's
probably
getting cut. I know Marlon Mack's on the block.
Up the seam. On the block. Found him. There he is.
That's Thomas. Thomas
Zone
gets
blitz.
all the way to the 11.
You can't run zone blitz when there's the danger of the tight end running right up the seam.
You can't run zone blitz against this offense. Even with Mason Fine in, like the amount of versatility that they have at receiver. Devontae Parker.
I wouldn't say versatility, but they're just everyone in this offense is just so fast.
Yeah,
like they can get downfield so quickly.
And Moss gonna get outside, only a gain of 5, but
like I'm pretty sure both Devontae Parker and Tim Patrick are like at least 94 speed.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Let me double check that now.
Not to mention Tyler Lockett, who has still forgotten to take his plane all the way down to Nashville.
I think he missed the plane.
Yeah. And this one going to go back to Zach Moss, who's going to get absolutely nothing. Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
For the 49ers, the team that drafted the safety Thompson?
No, it was Seattle. Seattle got Deontay Thompson. Yeah, Deontay Thompson. They still have Bobby Wagner. They have Dante Hightower, and they did have Frank Clark, but he was injured. That's about the only people that this Seattle defense has. After that, they're a little bit sus. And he had his tight end, but he's gonna throw the check down. Gets the first, but he could have had 6 there.
Oh yeah, okay. Just what I was saying about speed earlier. Devontae Parker 91 speed, Tim Patrick 90 speed, Tyler Lockett 92 speed.
Yeah,
Duke Johnson 90 speed. Like
yeah, they're very
there's
fast.
a lot of speed on this offense. They don't have like a Tyreek Hill, but
yeah. And encroachment here, so gonna gain about 6 inches. So we're already on the 1. I guess if you're gonna get encroachment, might as well get it on 1st and goal from the 1. It's not like it's gonna make that much of a difference. Line under center in the eye. And the give to Moss, and my God, he just waltzes in.
Zach Moss finally gets his.
Yeah, I believe that gives all 3 of these running backs a touchdown.
they're just taking turns. Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Whatever you gotta do.
I may be wrong that or no, Mason Fine ran it in. So I believe the only running back to not get a touchdown yet has been the Duke.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
So San Francisco really needs to fix things.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
Garoppolo coming to the line needs to really answer for this, for the pick earlier. Really cost his team big.
Because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And Garoppolo drops back. Oh, my God, he's got about 20 years to throw this football, and he's still going to get sacked.
Dude, you need to
Gotta get it off there.
Yeah.
Take
Or at
it
least
out or
run for it or
dump it off the
something.
sideline.
Yeah.
Like, nothing's there, man. Just run for it. Pick up a couple yards if you
Gosh,
want, if you have
come on, Brett Favre. Vikings fans are still going to be hurt about that one. It will always be too soon for that for Vikings fans.
I don't believe we have any Vikings fans in chat.
But you see, I know all my New Orleans fans are going to be happy. Shout out to Joe.
Down and kick a 49-yard
Field goal. This isn't Detroit, man. This is the goddamn Super Bowl.
Well, now he runs for it.
And now he's going to run with Garoppolo. After losing 19, he's finally going to run the football for 6. So 3rd and 13.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate
Garoppolo
need
coming
of
up to the
conversion.
line. Empty backfield again. Ooh, tight ends. Oh, Garoppolo.
Oh,
so slightly.
bad throw there, I believe. That was
yeah,
Bobby
that one.
Wagner there on the interception.
He was behind this guy. Damn.
The second time this game,
That
just
was a
like
good
4
read.
decisions
Bad-
thrown over
bad-
the middle of the field.
Yep. Also, Garrett, tell your brother to check Discord.
Brother,
what do you
check
do this
Discord.
time? A little shout out with these these gifts he's putting in general.
I know.
What is he looking for?
Seahawks D-backs coach be like,
And Moss makes a man miss and gets into the end zone. It's turning into a bloodbath in Seattle.
Yeah. I'm sure the 49ers have probably lost their composure that they're losing to a 61 overall quarterback right now.
Yeah. But it hasn't
like the
even
Seahawks
really
were
been
working
Mason
that
Fine. It's
Yeah.
ooh, as that goes, that just barely sneaks in. But it's really been all the running backs, whether it be Duke every now and again or Zach Moss.
They've definitely done their part, but look at that offensive line.
Yeah, the offensive line really.
For everyone.
Stepped up and made some plays when he had to, but you gotta hand this the other weapons on the offense. And the defense too for creating turnovers. It I don't think Seattle has 49ers scored any points in the second half. I don't think they
It is
have.
not.
Actually, have they scored any since the first quarter? I think both their touchdowns came in the first quarter.
They did. And this one's going to go to Breida, who's going to make a man miss and gain about 4.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Play action.
Play action.
Roll out and barely give it away.
Looking for, I believe I was looking for Godwin, or Goodwin, sorry. This is not Tampa Bay.
Notice a lot of play action calls today.
Yeah.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent sized deficit, but not one.
Really isn't his style. He's been forced to pass a lot more than usual. Oh, that's just
dead.
Yeah, the other interception is like you can argue like the second one was a bad throw, first one was just a 50-50 ball, but
that was a terrible read. That ball should have never been thrown.
Honestly, it looks like a famous Jameis Bakery setup here in Seattle.
Yeah. Honestly, if I have anything to say, this looks like what Kyler Murray was doing last week. I mean, spitting image, just throwing balls that shouldn't be thrown.
Well,
at least Murray has the excuse of being a rookie.
Yeah. Garoppolo is fairly far into his career.
In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that.
Every quarterback has bad starts, though.
Yeah.
San Francisco still controls their own destiny in the division. They're still 2 games up on Seattle right now.
No, they're not.
They're 7-1, and Seattle is 5-2.
Yes, but a loss here will make Seattle 6-2.
Yeah.
Both teams will be 2-loss, and Seattle will hold the tiebreaker.
Doesn't wins take
Seattle,
priority though?
No, 49ers have not had their bye, I believe, so they're going to be 7-2, and the Seahawks are going to be 6-2.
Yeah.
So they will still be in control of the division for now.
Technically. As soon as they hit that bye week, though, if Seattle wins, which as Fine's going to find his running back Duke Johnson for basically a yard.
A lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep
To be honest here, I'm really disappointed in Big Joe here. I played him last night, and he was playing a hell of a lot better than this.
Joe's a very fluky user, honestly.
Do recall though that Big Joe was 7-1 with a certain team that should have made the playoffs in season 1 and did not make the playoffs in season 1. So same record, 7-1. He does play Dallas again. Remember last time that he played Dallas whenever he started 7-1, he got obliterated, and he plays Dallas this year.
Weird flex, but okay.
I am flexing hard.
Right now.
I am flexing hard. But I am sorry, but your brother said, "Oh, the San Francisco has an easy schedule. They'll get a bye week."
And you never know.
Either way,
So
I don't know.
Bears and Cowboys right now.
I will never understand Big Joe as a user because in TFGO week 1, I believe, he annihilated me, and then literally the next an hour later we played in DFGO and I destroyed him. Listen, I have no idea. Like maybe it depends on how cocky he is, but
I'm not gonna lie, Flynn. That first season annihilating you was not a very difficult task.
That first year, what?
look, buddy, the first season I was a shit user with a terrible roster. So, and you also had the best defense in the league roster-wise. So, I don't want to hear.
Disagreeing with you.
Are you not gonna say that you started with the best defensive roster in the league?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, you're agreeing. I thought you said disagree.
He said he's not disagreeing.
Oh, wide open.
Oh my. Oh, Goodwin not able to get under it. That's been San Francisco's day. That has been San Francisco.
Play call. Jeez, the offensive line set it up.
That-
Goodwin beat his man, but Garoppolo just missed him.
I don't think that any play has been a perfect showing of what today has been for San Francisco. Better than that play.
Yeah, that kind of sums up today.
Yeah.
He's got the ooh, and then there's that one too.
An absolute duck.
Tough play. Yeah.
Man,
Seattle
hit us
getting
through.
2 lucky breaks.
Joe's been holding on to the ball a lot longer than he should be.
I feel like his biggest problem is when he gets in the shootouts. He's not used to passing as much as this.
Yeah.
Because that's how I beat him in BFGO. Is ooh, good
Ooh,
throw.
yeah.
Good play, linebacker. Who's that? Bobby Wagner.
I believe that was Wagner. It was.
But anyways, like it wasn't really a blowout. Well, it was a blowout in TFGO, so he wasn't passing that much. But in BFGO, my offense was able to hold its own. So he eventually started making mistakes later on in the game.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Yeah, when he gets into a shootout, like, you don't have to just absolutely throw the football around in a shootout. You can still run the football. It's just that whenever a team takes away that running game from him, the tower just crumbles.
Yeah,
Brainiac,
I mean,
I'm supposed to tell you to check chat.
Wait,
Oh, ooh, gonna fall incomplete.
why am I checking chat?
Me.
I was talking to Brainiac.
Got it.
Is my audio not following through?
How about you talk about Herbert? Oh, yeah, true.
Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Can you talk, Shadow, just to make sure your audio is going through?
Shadow.
Testing.
Here, call this play.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, he came through. He's
Okay, never mind. And
It's complete to Parker left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up.
Seattle's offense is still just humming. Parker now at 55 yards.
speaking on the topic of our users, are we going to see Justin Herbert this week?
Well,
Winston not performing?
Winston hasn't been
It's
performing.
Winston's fault so much as it is mine. But it's a sim anyway, and Winston's the better quarterback, so I guess we're going with him this week at least.
That's what you say every
See,
week,
that's what the Bucs
and you
keep
take a
telling me
loss.
every year.
Yeah, that's the Bucks say that every year, and look at the Bucks every year.
And
It's not
Jameis
necessarily
keeps
the
trying
same
to eat his
situation.
W's every year. And what does he have? About 5 W's and about 11 L's every year.
If I thought Herbert, from what I have seen so far, could do better, he would definitely be in there. And it's a hell of a lot easier to say, well, he's got to be better than this. when he's not playing. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I mean, if you would do what we talked about, okay, last year what we talked about, and you idiot, I would like to point out that he waited for the quarter to end so that he was against the wind, and now definitely cannot make it.
I kind of want to fine him for that, to be honest.
Why?
Was, he's kicking from the 40. He was kicking a field goal from the 46.
I don't know if that's
kind of
fineable.
I wasn't joking. It just He clearly did that as a joke because there was just no way you're gonna make a field goal from the 46.
Do a nice Mason fine.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This was like one of the first times that Seattle, or apologies, San Francisco, coming out in 3 wide receiver set that isn't 5 wide. Am I wrong?
He either seems to run like a super heavy set or empty backfield. Like this time. It's kind of.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate.
But you see, on the topic of Tampa Bay, real quick, remember that they got rid of Jason. Remember they got rid of Winston.
The famous.
They got rid of famous Jameis, and now they lead the South.
Oh.
Who's their quarterback now, even?
Ryan Finley. He went for he went with the North Carolina Ryan Finley. He went with a 68 overall. He went with a 68 overall over Jameis Winston, and is a 2-loss team. You have Jameis Winston, and you aren't at 500. And
I think it's pretty easy to see that he's a much better decision maker than me. Yes, you have a fair point. So, and my next start, Herbert's coming out.
Are you on a bye week?
No, I face Browns this week.
Oh, yeah.
The Shadow Showdown.
The Shadow Sim.
I mean, if any of you got an extra PS4 you're willing to donate for a week.
I sadly do not.
Oh yeah, you guys can't play.
Yeah, they can't play. It's a fair sim.
That's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate because Jacksonville really needs a win.
But if we could, I know my brother better than anyone else in this league. Just saying.
Yeah, but he knows you better than anyone else, so.
You could just hear me out here. You could.
It's not a required factor for beating me, though.
I mean, true.
You could play each other offline. And then give where the force wins the winner.
Yeah. We discussed attempting to make like a roster and teams with our exact ratings and depth chart and everything. But then you got to deal with possible screen watching, which is a pain in the behind.
True.
Because he's famous for it.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Bad toss. That's gonna lose 6 and actually take Zach Moss out of the 100-point club or the 100-yard club.
Don't doubt he'll be back in it soon.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Something up with the call?
No one's talking.
It's kind of hard to commentate and provide interesting facts when it's a blowout.
Yeah, and it's 41-14.
Oh, another deep shot. And this time it's gonna connect, but it's probably a hole.
Gonna connect. No, I think it's roughing the passer.
Oh, it is.
It is roughing the passer.
It's gonna set up San Francisco in the red zone. Interesting, the clock is still running despite the fact that the penalty was called. Not sure when that's happened.
Ref ball. And it's going to go to Burrito for nothing.
That's supposed to stop on flag start, right?
I think so.
Madden's clock system does not work like real life.
No.
And it's annoying.
But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the
Maybe
tape
he's
a few
gonna run
times
for
and
it.
some adjustments.
Picks up a couple.
You guys getting some lag on your stream?
Slight lag spike here and there.
Yeah.
Nothing too bad.
Occasional buffer.
But when it's not there, what do you do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies
I mean,
up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yards.
how far down are they? 4 scores right now. It's a 27-point game.
They'd have to be able to play pretty lights out on both sides of the ball. If they
Yeah.
if they want.
Which they have done to anything but. It's like, we'll get
There
in.
they go.
It's 21 points now with the PAT.
Yeah, 21.
Impossible
PAT will make it 20.
if he just plays lights out defense somehow.
Yeah.
Or they're just gonna go straight to the onside kick.
I do not agree with this decision.
Yeah, neither
Pretty
do
much
I.
guaranteeing him a field goal.
Yeah.
1 first down.
I mean, if you give up more than 1 first down, it's probably game over anyways at this point because it's just gonna kill too much clock.
Yeah. They are going
Yeah,
against
they
the wind, and they haven't been that great at kicking this year. So maybe it's not completely out, especially considering you really should only have to deal with Zach Moss.
Keyword should.
Yeah,
There's nothing preventing Seattle from throwing here.
this is true. And gain of 4 there from Moss. Gets up to 101.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
I think you sub in one of your other running backs. This is Zach Moss.
Yeah, give him. You don't want to risk injury. Ooh, is that a false start?
No, that's a delay of game.
Oh, I wasn't looking at the game clock. Jeez. It's a killer penalty.
Imagine neither was he.
Yeah. I didn't check it until the penalty flag was thrown, but it was a double zeros.
Oh, Moss is. Ooh.
And the give to Moss, and Lucky. The only reason he gained yards was because of the tackle animation. And I believe Seattle was actually listening to us.
Yes, he's putting in Chris Carson now.
I think not only do you want to not risk injury here, I think you at least want to.
And I mean, like, yeah, there's an argument that San Francisco can still arguably come back, but like, if they score in their next drive, then you just put Moss back in, and like, it's not that big a deal. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, I don't like the play call, but
Down in 8.
ooh, did he get it? I don't know
He
if he
did.
did. No, he didn't.
Did not get it. It's going to be inches.
But that puts him in field goal range.
Kinda. 51 yards, but he's got a 10-mile-an-hour wind going against him.
I mean, the game says he can make it. So.
I mean, the game said he could make the 63.
True.
So-
True. Game
so-
can be stupid.
So, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Honestly, if I'm Seahawks, I just go for it and QB sneakers. Oh, we were
Like
just.
he might be taking the delay of game and then punting.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And hoping to have a good one like last time. Unfortunately, this one's going to hit into the end zone.
Also, they chose the pass
Is
away.
there hope?
I mean, technically speaking,
That was also a very bad punt. Is that since that went into the end zone, a net of all of 19 yards.
why are they running the ball?
I don't know why you're giving it. Why are you running? Why are you running?
It seems like a middle.
It seems like a middle of the baby. Let me commentate. Let me commentate on the football game.
Okay.
Commentate your game, you stupid.
For the record, this time you asked me, okay? And the first time I mentioned it last time, I was joking, okay?
What? What?
He's got a man. He sees it, but oh, grapple.
That was actually close to be completed. Why can I hear myself?
Yeah, but it shouldn't have been that low. The linebacker.
Why can I hear myself?
I think the calls are getting a little screwy.
Oh boy, that's a sloppy special teams play. This team's just giving up.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
My brother is watching the stream behind me, and I'm hearing the replay.
Give it to Carson, that's going to go for nothing.
It's an interesting game to watch, by the way.
Yeah, we start making jokes, which we were very good at.
Yeah, totally. We're not losers at all.
Oh God, what the fuck was that feedback?
Chris Carson trying to truck a little too early there.
Yeah.
Doesn't get his heads out of it.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game.
If nothing else, at least subbing in Chris Carson is at least going to give him a few carries so that Zach Moss isn't absolutely blowing it away. Which we are at the midseason stat check.
Yeah, we don't have a stat solo anymore because that was the only thing Lions ever did.
Yeah. I think Dax is taking it over.
Dax has been taking over the waiver roll the last few weeks.
Well, it's not my fault my computer broke, alright?
Yeah.
I mean, it is actually partially my fault, but, like,
yeah,
it was accidental.
Better care of it, you know?
Okay, don't know why you're not running. Should have been intercepted. And DeForest Buckner is down. So,
why have they not pulled their starters?
I don't know, but that's definitely.
Why have they not pulled their starters, brah?
This is what happens when you get 3 young adults when they're bored.
Yeah, basically. We start making meme references. That's what happens.
Yeah, welcome to r/dank memes.
Welcome to our world. Welcome to our world, the world of Red Bull. Literally, for some of us.
Oh, good move.
Oh.
Yeah, I prefer Monster as well. So. Buckner's just out with back spasms, so he's okay. Red Bull's okay. Like, if Red Bull's the only thing that I've got, I'll drink it. But otherwise, I'm not really a fan.
Oh, why are you running? Both.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
I can never say why you're running again, can I?
Probably not.
Yeah, I've ruined this.
What was the phrase that Little Shadow was getting pissed about?
Oh, I have no idea.
Wide open.
Oh yeah, it's not
Yeah.
wide open.
Let's
In
just say
our
that a few more times.
in our defense, with the way that seasons 1 and 2 went, you could only throw if someone was wide open. And that was gonna fall incomplete.
He was definitely not wide open.
No, he was not wide open.
Unfortunately.
That window was
punching
wide
away.
tight. Punch it away to a wide open return, man.
It was wide tight. Dude,
Wide tight.
Little shadows like
that's gonna bug me. I
bad
don't think the
hairs
grammar
from
proper.
Wide tight. Wide tight over the middle.
I'm gonna go around the house saying that a lot now. See where you're at.
I'm going insane.
So how's your girlfriend? Wide tight.
Family friendly.
Hey, I'm not even. Never mind.
Hey, yeah.
There are children watching this.
I don't think
True.
we have the. I don't think we have the views for monetization, so I don't think we have to worry about that.
Unfortunately. 1,000 subscribers for monetization anyway, so.
Is that 1,000
I'm
subs? I
talking
thought it
about
was
my little
1,000
brother
views.
watching this.
Is it 1,000 views? I'm at 1,000 views. I'm way past 1,000 views.
Then apply for monetization. You won't get anything,
What, like,
but like,
5 cents a month on YouTube? Yeah, I'll...
That YouTube money.
hey, that's 5 cents that you didn't have before. It'll go towards a new laptop.
I already replaced the laptop.
I know. It'll go towards one that ain't Apple. Okay, stop.
Yes, enough of that.
Oh man.
Alright. Enough of this.
Yeah.
Are we gonna come back with a mid-season podcast after the end of it?
I believe we should. I think it's a good time for a
Before we
mid-season.
cut this out, sorry to cut you guys off. I just need to rep my people and say hashtag for.
Okay,
Cut
you're
off.
getting-
It cut off.
Did it really?
Yes.
Screw you, Discord.
I just need to rep my people saying hashtag.
God damn it, I can't kick you from the Ram group.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all next time.